Alright, so good morning, magical one. How are you doing? I really hope you are doing well. And yeah, I just woke up and got ready, and I have been waking up at 5 a.m. recently again. Now, I had this 5 a.m. morning routine, and I would like do a meditation and take a shower, do some healthy breakfast, like maybe go for a walk outside or just step outside on my little patio and like study something. So I would feel really, really good like right in the morning. I knew that I would start my day like doing something meaningful, and even if later that day I would not have the time to do a meditation or to like study something or read something, I knew I already did some of that in the morning. And I was really good with the 5 a.m. morning routine. I think did this for 2 years, but then my body would just completely shut off. Like I could not get up at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. and I would sleep in so long, like 8:30, 9 a.m. And like I really could not get up from bed. And now I'm just trying to get back into this routine because, as I said, it really made me feel good. Now, I'm not saying this is for everyone, like honor your body and please be kind to yourself. And as I said, I didn't do this in like years, and now I'm slowly trying to get back because I am craving more routines. I didn't have a routine for many, many years now, and I just feel that I need more structure. I need more I need more structure to really create my days intentionally. And so, yeah, I just want to get this back into my life. But yeah, I thought in this week's video, I'm just taking you along with me. I'm sharing with you what I have been up to because there is a few things that I want to get done before the weekend, because on Friday until Monday, I'm going to have my closing seminar of my shamanic practitioners training. I'm so sad. It's so weird to think about that I'm not seeing all of these people for like 4 times a year and maybe only twice a year, because we definitely want to keep the connection up. But it's so weird to think about that we will not see each other every 3 months anymore. Like this became such a big part of my life. And recently so many things just ended. Like even one of the practitioners in the training said like, this is one of many goodbyes recently, and like we all started crying. And it's just so weird because it's so true. Like this year there has been so many goodbyes, and to be honest, it's really hard for me to cope with that. I'm not good with change, even though I always try to embody it, but I'm so bad when it actually happens because I don't know, I just always feel like Sheldon Cooper, and I try to have things go as they always have. I know it's not good, but that's just like my brain doing its thing. And then when actually things change, it's like overwhelming for me. It takes me a while to get used to the change. And so whenever these kind of things end, I feel so melancholic and sad because a part of my life basically is like finished now. Like this chapter of my life is done. I'm finished reading. And if you read a good book in the past, you know what it feels like to finish it. If you follow me on Instagram or TikTok, you probably already saw the finished display of this. But I wanted to share the process of decorating it with you because there is also a crucial step that I always do before doing DIYs like this. Now, I found this skull at the Beltane festival that I went to a few weeks ago, and I honestly was not quite sure if I should get it or not, because I like to surround myself with uplifting things, kind of. And so I really hesitated, but something about it just called me. Now, as you probably know, I am a witch and my practice is highly influenced by Celtic shamanism. And so I knew that there was a reason for that calling. And so I did a shamanic journey and helped this wildcat spirit to go to its good place. And with that, I also got the okay to work with it and display it. And I got quite emotional, I'm not gonna lie, but I felt that I should decorate the display with flowers that I dried myself and just make it really pretty and beautiful and use things that remind me of the forest like moss or crystals. And yeah, I really love how it looks like. But it is crucial to understand that the spirits of animals can still be around and may even be confused. And so when you see something in my home like a butterfly displayed or the skull, I made sure that I helped them first and got their okay. And now this display is really so dear to me. It is a reminder to me of the cycles of life, and I am really so thankful for this lesson. And so this skull really came to me with a reason. Bella, I'm filming. I'm filming. Don't be rude and say hi. Say hi. 4, 5. Pew. Alright, so it looks like that this vlog is turning into a sit down with me and Bella at random places in my apartment kind of vlog, but that is okay. Now, there is one thing that I really want to start before the weekend, and I have been waiting to film this for like multiple days now since I came up with the idea. And if you have been following me for a while, then you know that one of my goals this year is to learn more about the herbs and plants and trees and flowers in my local area. And so I thought, how can I learn more but make it witchy and fun and enchanted? And so I thought about my childhood, and I would always study a language with vocabulary cards. Now, we also had these weird card decks in Germany, and maybe you know what I mean when I explain them. So it was card decks, and it was about horses or cars, and you would have all the properties of the car or horse on the front and back of this card. And I really loved them, even though I never know how you play with them, because I just really loved having all of the knowledge, like the size, the PS of a car, I don't know, whatever, on one single card. So this is kind of the inspiration for this project. I thought, why not craft little Polaroid cards where we can include pressed and dried flowers that we collected on our journeys, like through the woods, through nature, and write all the magical properties on the back of the card. So the idea is that you can then bring this kind of little deck with you on your journey and like take a look if you find a flower that you may have already classified, and just look it up, like what are the magical properties, what are the properties in general. So it sounds a lot of fun, and I hope maybe it gives you some inspiration too. But yeah, I would say without further ado, and yes, this is how I talk. I always like use my hands. I use my hands a lot to talk. But without further ado, let's get started. And it looks like it stopped raining, so maybe we can even like redo the fairy garden today, because I already bought some flowers and I really want to get them into the soil so they can grow into a cottage garden. But now, without further ado, let's get started with the project. Now, to create the Polaroid aesthetic of my cards, I used these business cards that I still had at home, and there is nothing on them, so you can actually order these kind of business cards, and I use them to stamp my logo on them and hand them out. But I had these left over, and this is actually much easier than having to cut out all of these cards by yourself. So if you have the possibility, this is what I would recommend, and you always need two to create the Polaroid aesthetic. But yeah, here you can see some of the dried flowers that I already pressed in the past, and I was just trying out how much I have to cut out from the cardboard and like how I want the card to look like and what the best technique is. So I really just did a lot of trial and error this day, but I think I found my favorite way to craft these cards. Now, my original idea was to use a laminating machine, and I did this so much when I was younger. Like, I loved laminating things. I would laminate everything that I could find: knowledge, pictures, pressed flowers, literally everything. But I don't know what was going on, like it was not working, and so I had to change my plans. And so I used some PVC glue, and I did this only for one of the cards because I was not sure if the glue would dry under the foil that I used, but in the end it was drying. So this is definitely how I would do it in the future for like more of these cards. But yeah, I used some PVC glue and then glued everything together, and I used some cute etiquettes where I can write the name of the flowers on it. And the first one is a wisteria, which is one of my most favorite flowers. But yeah, I think they look so cute, and I cannot wait to make more.